Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Make sure everything's good. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Make sure everything's good. So, this is not really, this is a different from my usual streams or usual content. I'm just going to be editing the rest of this video. I'm not going to show the sound. This is going to be visual only. You'll still hear me talking over it. But, I thought this would be a cool way for me to interact with my viewers in the meantime. So, yeah. Anyways, let me go ahead and do something real quick. I'm also about to check on my phone, make sure everything's good, because I am multi-streaming, because, I might as well, right? So, since I have the ability to now. I have had the ability to. I'm doing it in Stream Elements, but I didn't realize I could so seamlessly. So, hold on. I'm just signing into something so I can chat. So I'm just making sure my stuff is fully set up. Make sure everything's good. Make sure nothing's lagging. I mean, everything should be good. I'm just double checking everything. So, yeah. So far, everything should be good. Yeah, let's see. It should be up. The stream should be public. So, hold on, give me just a second. I'm just making sure everything's working, everything's good. Okay, seems to be good. I'm finally able to check on my phone. Okay. Yeah. Very late. I stayed up a little bit talking to some friends. So, I thought since I have that creative energy in me, I might as well just finish up this video I'm currently working on. This step out of the way. I would turn on my face cam because I'm gonna try to start doing that. But my desk needs to be cleaned off. My desk is an absolute mess. Like if you saw it, I mean it's not horrible, but it could be better. It could be more organized. So yeah. Anyways, I'm just working on this video. The only thing I'm really doing is like the occasional subtitles I do in my videos, right? Just kind of what a usual timeline looks like. Like I'll just walk you through what everything is. This track right here is the video track, the main video track. This adjustment layer is like for a little bit of color correction, just to add a little bit of saturation in my videos, make it more pleasing to the eye, right? And then there's these parts, right, where like the color grading kind of changes, like in this layer, for more intense moments, like it gets a little more intense. You can't hear it, obviously. You're not gonna be able to hear it, Actually, you might be able to hear it. I could be wrong, though. Let's see. Yeah, I believe I have it to where you can't hear it, so. I think it's probably smart because I don't want to spoil the whole video. But, like you can see the color kind of changes, like, and you see more intense. This is more intense music right here. So, like, we kind of walk you through a bit more what everything is. This is like, obviously the main video track. This is an adjustment layer. And then up here is like another adjustment layer for like a more intense moment. Like, this is color grading for a more intense scene. Then obviously these are all subtitles, the occasional subtitles that I do. And now let me walk you through what each audio track is, right? This first audio track right here, right? They kind of look like they're all meshed together, but this track up here is the game audio, right? And it goes through the whole thing. This middle audio track is my audio that I talk through with my microphone, Like this is me talking. Then down here is Discord audio, my friends talking. So, yeah. When the video is out, you'll see. So, like, what was I gonna say? Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really the best at doing live streams. I really don't do live streams often enough. So I feel like this would be something cool, like just kind of show how the creative process goes. I feel like this would be fun. If you want to see more stuff like this in the future, let me know. But yeah, also this stuff down here like is all sound as all music. I saved these two audio track slots for sound effects. So far, there wasn't really a whole lot of sound effects that were needed. I don't think, because a lot of it really depends on the video. Because let's just say during the punch sounds, right? I go into the. Let me try to find a good example. This may not make sense to those who don't do video editing, but let me see. I'm trying to find a good example. Let's see. Like the punch sound effects. I might make it louder for a second, right? Like here's a good example. Wait, no, it's not. I'm trying to find a good example for I make certain parts of the game audio louder for a second to emphasize something. I want to emphasize. I know I'm horrible at explaining things, but just bear with me. But see this right here. You see this little peak? That's a punch in the game. Wait, no, hold on. Oh, wait, I think this is where we scored, and I made it louder for a second. But even that, you kind of make it louder for a second to emphasize it. For those who know editing, you might know what I'm talking about. But for those who don't know, I basically take a certain sound in the game, like in the game audio, right? Even though it's normally really quiet, I might make it loud for a second, then quiet again after that certain thing is done. Because I only want it louder for a second, during that part of it. So now obviously there's a little transition. So this part is a little sus. Basically we were at this little cabin or whatever. I probably should make it to where you can hear it next time. Basically, my friend Primo, you may know him as Extremes. He's been in several videos. Him, we're basically trying to play this game's version of Uno, and Primo is obviously making it as being really sus. It was funny though. It's good content. We think we can all agree, but you're not gonna be able to hear it if we watch the video for a second without the audio. Yeah, and then as it zooms in right here, you hear my friend Mike. Some of you may know him as Best in Class. He's like, "That's so gay." As it zooms in, yeah. So I'm just gonna continue doing the subtitles like usual. So yeah, I know this is very different than my usual stuff, but I'm trying to figure out how I can show chats from other platforms because I can see Twitch and what do you call it? I can see Twitch and YouTube chat, but I can't see any other chats. Let me see if I can find a way to look at the other chats. I feel like Kick it might be a little harder, but let's see. Let me look at TikTok real quick. So, because I need to check TikTok. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. Let me see if I can just check. Looks pretty nice on TikTok, surprisingly. Yeah. I'm not streaming. I'm not doing it vertically because yeah. I mean, everything. My whole stream looks pretty good so far. I'm not having any issues. I mean, I'm literally streaming to 4 different platforms, so my computer's a monster, so it can do a lot of things that a lot of computers can't. I'm not trying to flex or anything, so because I know not everyone can afford this stuff, because not everyone you never know what situation someone's in, some people may not be able to afford someone like this because of the situation they're in. So I'm not gonna judge people if they don't have the best computer. Because my previous computer wasn't the best either. Before I had my current computer, because I've had this computer since early 2023. So this part right here. So yeah. Hello, El Stampa. Right now I'm just editing a video. I know you can't hear the audio of the video, but I'll have to do that next time. I might be able to make it to where the audio comes through. I don't know. Let's see. And let me know if it's too loud. I may make it really quiet on purpose, but now I think about it, let me just. This is my first. It's not my first stream, but this is kind of my first stream doing something like this specifically. So But let's see. I believe it's. I believe I used the Elgato sound capture as the audio track. Let's see. Let me make sure it's not too loud. Okay, I believe that's a little too loud. I'm just gonna turn it down by like 15 decibels for now. So let's see how that sounds. I know it's, and if anything needs to be changed, do not hesitate to let me know. Like if anything needs to be quieter or louder. I do kind of want this editing audio to be very much in the background, so let me turn it down a little bit more. I'm looking at the audio wave, so you know, I'm making sure everything's good. Ah, nice, good job. You got 70 subs since last night. That's impressive. How'd you get them? Did you like? Was it one video? I mean, either way, that's still impressive. But like, I've gained a lot of subscribers too recently from like. If you're not doing this already, if you do long form content, I would recommend making. If you're not doing this already, make YouTube Shorts of like your like take short clips of your long form videos and then link the long form video on the shorts. That's what I've been doing lately. So you know, I'm gonna be focusing on this for a second. Okay, good job. Yeah. All right. Should I subtitle that? I'm trying to decide if I should subtitle that. Actually, I may subtitle that part. You know, I feel like I could subtitle that. Obviously, and I kind of copy it from the previous text. I do need to recreate some of my presets. You know, because obviously the size of my text is a bit different than it was before. I still have the presets, but it's the old presets from the previous text size I would do, right? Because it was a bit bigger, but I eventually just made it a bit smaller. But because I screamed this, I should probably make the text a little bit bigger, you know? And let me make sure what did I say again in this part? So I screamed, I'm getting it in. I should probably, yeah, I need to capitalize this. Trying to make sure I make the next text exactly at the next syllable. Because like obviously I'm saying I'm getting. I want to make sure you're the guys playing Rocket League on the DC server. What was the DC? Are you talking about the? Hold on. Let me check. I'm in a lot of servers, so I'll have to check. Oh, I think I remember you're in the. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking. I actually remember what server you're talking about. Like you're in the the content creator server, right? I think I remember you talking about that. So someone's talking about that. Okay, let me check Discord real quick. Give me just a second. Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead and ping me if you want. Like I said, I'm not the absolute best. Okay. Okay. Oh, you're on the Creator Cafe server. Nice. Oh yeah, I remember you. I met you in that server. Yeah, I'm in a lot of different servers, so you know. Yeah. For those who are watching on other platforms, I'm talking to somebody in the YouTube chat. Just so there's no confusion. For those who are watching on TikTok and Kick, I may not be able to see your messages right away, but I will try to make sure I see your messages. Because, you know, I can see TikTok on my phone. I should probably open up another tab for Kick. So, yeah. Yeah, so. Like I said, I'm just editing, like, you know. So I'm trying to make sure I start the next text the exact syllable, the first syllable of the next word exactly. Like, I'm a little OCD about how I do my subtitles to some extent, you know. So I believe it's right here. So since it kind of gets quieter slowly, I'm just gonna kind of fade it out a little bit. So I want to make it very clear. I'm not like I'm not like a professional at this. I know enough to be able to make something decent, but I still have a lot to learn as a content creator. So, yeah. Anyways. Oh yeah, I need to add a shake effect. I almost forgot. Yeah, I remember you. We were talking in that content creator server. I'm in more than one content creator server. I'm in one that's like more private, but I'm in a few of them. Yeah, I remember you. We were talking about like YouTube related stuff. Well, it's a content creator server. Like I was basically telling you that your videos were off to a really good start, right? Even though you hadn't uploaded that much, like, or you haven't been uploading for very long. But yeah, I do remember you. So yeah, yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Where was my shake effect? I'm just gonna. Where was it? I really need to organize this a little bit better. I feel like it'll probably make some editing easier if I just organize this a little bit better. I'm gonna put it on an anchor to end point. That's typically how you want to do the shake text, the shake effect. So they have a little preset. That way I don't have to go back and do each individual keyframe for every little shake, every little movement every time. You know, because we all know, like, for those who also do editing, we all know that can be very time consuming. So you know, so. Yeah. Probably subtitle this too. I try not to subtitle every little thing. You know, you don't want to, because like not everything needs to be subtitled, but you know. Ah, nice. You're on the call. Nice. If you want me to join, I probably won't be able to, but you know. Yeah. I'm also checking TikTok, because you know, for those who joined in the stream fairly recently, for those who don't know, I am multi-streaming to 4 different platforms. So, you know, I'm doing what do you call it? I'm doing YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. So I have the ability to do so. It's like, why not? It doesn't hurt, you know. So I should probably point out, like, you know, for those who are sensitive to offensive humor and profanity, like edgy humor, this video that I'm editing is going to contain that. So if that type of humor, and if you don't, that isn't for you, or you don't like profanity, it is okay if you scroll. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, you're a snowflake. If you don't like that kind of humor, that's okay. Like, you know, like, we all have our likes and dislikes. So just wanted to let you guys know that. So, so. Okay, so I would subtitle it as you, but you know, it's the way he says it. You know, like he kind of says like yeah, not you. So I kind of spelling it like this, just kind of emphasize the way he enunciated it, the way he said it. So let's see. I'm trying to decide where to start. So it kind of this part kind of ends right here. All right. I know there's probably a fast way for me to do this. You know. So. Oh, I don't really do auto subtitles because a lot of times it's not always accurate, right? Because here's the thing, right? Like, for those who don't know who I am, and I mean this as a joke, but I also mean this in a literal sense. I'm a little special, right? Like, I have this ism, and some people in my group also have it, right? And we'll enunciate things in a weird way, and the computer doesn't always know what we say, to put it simply. So, you know. And I don't subtitle every little thing, so I don't really need to do the auto subtitles. You know, right? I feel like it's easier if I just do a lot of the subtitles manually because I'm not doing every single thing that's said in the whole video. You know, you know what I mean? But yeah, I used to do that. I used to pretty much subtitle everything, but I realized it wasn't necessary. I could put that work into so many other things in the video, like to make it better. You know, like subtitles are nice, but like they're not. It's not the most important thing. You know. So. So since kind of sort of cuts Primo off, I'm just gonna like one thing I'll do sometimes, right, is if somebody starts talking right when someone else is talking, sometimes to put their subtitles over theirs for a second, just to kind of just kind of emphasize that he's interrupting them. At least that's what I do. I'm not sure if other people do that. I'm not even sure if that's like a, what do you call it, an effective way of doing that. Like, you know, like, as you see, he kind of talked and he was still kind of finishing saying what he was saying. So yeah. I've never done someone like this before in terms of streaming. Yeah, I do have a content group. I do have a few friends to make videos with. So if you want to know the people who are in this video, my friend Extremes, aka you can find them on my friends' channels section on my YouTube channel. For those who are watching on other platforms, my YouTube channel should be linked on my profile. It's Hunter Thomason Games or HTG Hunter. You can search either one of those, and they'll still show up my channel. Same profile picture and all. So yeah, you know, yeah. And I'll admit, like, cause I've done streams of me playing games occasionally. I've never done a stream of me editing, so I'll admit this is a little out of my comfort zone. You know, a little overwhelming, cause like I'm not really used to watching people watching me edit. Even though like even if my videos are good, right? They're in the editing process. So a lot of times when other people watch me edit, I almost feel like they're watching over my shoulder, and it can make me uncomfortable. But at the same time, you know, in order for me to like put myself out there, I need to be willing to get myself out of my comfort zone. So, you know, it's not always easy, but if you can get yourself out of your comfort zone, it can definitely get you a long ways. Actually, I think the word stops right there. So, and there's Steven just laughing his ass off. If you want to go to his channel, he has a channel called The Die Trickster. He also has another channel for gaming that's just called Trickster. You can find it linked in some of my videos that he's in. So, if you're curious about that. So, yeah. I wonder how well the others. I can't really check TikTok and Kick on right now. I mean, I have TikTok pulled up on my phone. Who's watching? Who all's watching on TikTok? Let me see. I'm kind of curious. So, let's see here. How do I make it to where? Let's see here. Trying to see who all's. I'm just kind of checking. Okay, I need to stop looking at my phone. I get to just continue editing. I'm getting distracted here. So, anyways, yeah. Feel free to send messages in chat. I may not be able to read them right away because, like I said, I am streaming to 4 different platforms, but um, let's see. There's this part. Yeah. So I feel like I should emphasize this oh shit because, like, it was kind of funny, like that football, suddenly hit my head. So I feel like when I scream, oh shit, I feel like I kind of emphasize that. At least I think so. If you have a different opinion or you have any feedback, do not hesitate to let me know. Like, I'm open to criticism. I'm not gonna get butthurt. So let's see. Let me see if I'm just gonna copy this over here. I'm also gonna do this, paste this text preset. That way it's the right color, because I do different colors for everybody in my videos, different text colors for everybody. So I'm just gonna do the oh shit text, and I'm gonna make it bigger. We can't forget to add the shake effect. Let me get it the right length. There we go. I do need to organize this a little bit better. I'm sure other editors who are watching this or will end up watching this are going to be cringing about my disorganization. Because I know it would probably help me, but I never think about it at the right time. I always think, okay, I could organize this. I always think about it at the most inconvenient time when I'm editing. I'm locked in right now. I don't have time for organization. I'm just going to do it. Since it kind of gets quieter, I'm just going to fade it out a little bit. Let's see how that looks. There we go. That looks good. So, all right. So, yeah. For those who just joined the stream, I'm just editing a video for my YouTube channel. So, I just thought I've never done someone like this before in terms of content or streaming. You know, I don't even stream that often, so a little bit out of my comfort zone, like I said. But you know, I feel like it's good to try new things. So. By the way, I do have my. Let's see, how loud is the video compared to my voice in the stream? But by the way, my voice in the video is a bit quieter, so just to make sure you don't get my voice and talking right now versus the video that is being played that's edited that I recorded. So I can imagine it's probably confusing some people. So. What should I subtitle next? Like I said, I don't subtitle everything, but I kind of think which should I emphasize and which should I just leave alone. I may emphasize this part a little bit. I really need to start, just having a good text preset because, like I said, they do technically have certain presets for text, but some of them are a bit outdated and I have to adjust them every time. I don't know why I do that to myself. I should just remake the preset. That way I don't have to create it every time, and get it just the right size. Oh, why'd I do green? Or so why'd I do white? His voice is supposed to be green. Let's see, when does he first start? Okay. Should I start at a frame sooner before he starts saying, "Oh, hey, Hunter"? I don't know. Alright. I'm just gonna subtitle this. And I just kept yelling, "Protect me, protect me." I realize when I edit my own video, now that I think about it, I realize I say certain things a lot, like it's almost like I stem certain words or phrases a lot, you know. Probably is an autism thing, but Anyways, I wonder if anybody's commented on the TikTok chat. So, and because I haven't pulled up my phone because I can't just read the chat on my computer, unfortunately. So, you know, I only have a clue if anybody's saying anything on Kick. I can only from my computer I can only see YouTube and Twitch. So, see, I'm gonna sell this. So that's what I was trying to find where the syllable for the next where I said protect me starts, where the p, I was trying to find where that exact p syllable starts, just to make sure I get the subtitles right, so the timing's correct. So. I may subtitle this part. I feel like this is a good part to emphasize. Like, I was very intense in this part. Alright, clip farming. What do you mean by that? Alright. I mean, if you're trying to clip farm me for educational purposes, I want to make it very clear I'm not an expert at this. There's people who are way better at this than I am. Like when it comes to video editing, there's a lot I don't know. I know not to be able to make something decent, but even I know I'm well aware that I have a lot to learn as a content creator. I'm still learning. Let's see, what was I saying in this part? So, okay, all right. If you're taking my clips, I do not mind. Just make sure you give proper credit, but I do not mind. I mean, I'm just showing the editing process. This is not something I'm taking super seriously. But yeah, I don't mind. Just make sure you get the proper credit. So, okay, where does the next guest sound start? Maybe I should do one frame before. So, trying to think of a good automatopoeia for the grunt sound. I don't just want to type grunts. Like, I'm trying to think of a good automatopoeia for this sound, like an automatopoeia text, you know? What would be good for that? Like, I was like, what's a good, like, you know? Oh, okay, you're clip farming clips on Fortnite for YT. Okay, that makes sense. I was a little confused. I'm reading YouTube chat, by the way, for those who are watching on other platforms. So, anyways, yeah. I feel like a good, like, I'm not sure if this is exactly the best automatopoeia. But, you know, I feel like this works, you know. I mean, it could mean something else. It could mean like I'm screaming scared, but I feel like it could work for this. If anybody can think of a better automatopoeia for like, you know, this, you know, feel free to let me know. Automatopoeia sounds like sometimes I struggle with automatopoeias for whatever reason when I'm doing subtitles, you know. So then again, I know most people like you know, like who are watching this aren't gonna care if it's not the exact automatopoeia because most people who are watching this are consumers. They're not editors like I am, so they're really not gonna care that much. But as an editor, you know, I want to make sure it's as good as possible. You know, like most people are not gonna like nitpick the individual details. Other editors and content creators might, but the average like you know non-video creator isn't gonna like care that much about it. Just copy this and just type no. So, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. When I was recording this, my character just decides, "Oh, I'm gonna drop the ball," and my friend Primo was like, "You did not just fucking do that." Like, I don't know. It was kind of funny though. It's like I didn't do that on purpose, but it is kind of funny though. It's a good clip. So I really need to start copying certain text things because you know I'm just gonna copy this. I'm also gonna let's see. I know there's more efficient ways of doing things than the way I'm doing it, but you know. All right. And like I said, you know, like I've never done a stream like this where I'm actually showing the editing process. So this is a little outside of my comfort zone. Like, you know, I've already said this before, but I'm saying this for people who maybe just joined the stream, you know, right? Like I almost feel like somebody's watching over my shoulder, like judging my every move, which, you know. But at the same time, you know, if I'm gonna I guess you can say succeed as a content creator, you know, right? And you know, like you get the idea. And point is, I just need to be willing to get more outside of my comfort zone. I don't know how else to say it. And I feel like this kind of helps with that. There we go. And sometimes, like, like with certain ing words, and they don't emphasize the full ing. I replace the G with this symbol, whatever it's called. And then I scream once again. Some off slew stick. I also need to add a, what do you call it? I need to add a shake effect. There we go. I get very intense during these recordings. Like, I'm not even angry. Like, I get really competitive, Like, a lot of times, like, someone else think I'm, like, really angry when I grunt like this and I'm, like, yell. I'm really not angry. I don't know. I just get really competitive. I don't know. Games just do that to me. Like, I get really into it. Like, and it's funny because, like, look at this game. This game is all, like, funny and silly looking. Like, this does not look like a game you get that competitive in. So. Let's see. I don't feel like I need the subtitle every time I say no. I feel like after this, subtitle it so many times, I feel like the viewers will just kind of get the point when they're watching this. So, actually, I'll just use the regular type of text here. I would use the all cap shaky text, but I feel like I don't say it intensely enough to really need the all cap shaky text. So I'll just use this text. So. All right. And for those who are wanting to potentially see the video when it's out, my YouTube channel is on my profile. If you're already watching on YouTube, you just click on my YouTube channel. You'll already be there. But for those who are watching outside of YouTube, you just if you're on TikTok, it'll be on my profile. Like whatever platform you're on, it'll be on my profile. The YouTube link, you'll be able to find it. Same profile photo and everything. So. And as you can, oh yeah, speaking of presets, I was talking about this earlier. I do kind of have a little bit of a preset where like the text will kind of pop in slowly. Like the text has a sort of pop effect that I do. I like to point out. So yeah. I should probably point out like the video I'm editing does obviously contain profanity and some humor that some may find offensive. Like some edgy or dark humor, which I know that might not be for everybody. I just feel like you should give that warning ahead of time. So you know. The way I said something, I didn't emphasize the full ing, so I'm not going to put the G. I'm just going to put this. I didn't emphasize the ing. Normally, instead of saying something, I said something. Like the way, a lot of times a subtitle things a certain way. Like I think I said this before, because the way I emphasize something, the way I say something. Not emphasize, but the way I enunciate something. Okay, so Steven is telling me, is like, hey, Enter, please grab it. I'll subtitle that because I feel like that's kind of important. And obviously for Steven, I always do cyan blue for his text. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get this video. Oh, technically it's already past midnight. I'm gonna try to get this video done by sometime today. Actually, because I want to emphasize this a bit more. For some reason, my D key, whenever I try to hit D to delete, for some reason that shortcut's being a little weird. It's not doing the delete thing like it's supposed to. I have to recheck my keyboard shortcuts. Excuse me. Probably make this text bigger like I did before. Excuse me. Try not to cough in my microphone. But, sometimes it just happens. It's kind of faded out. Right? Like after a certain point in the shake effect to make it stop for a second. So, yeah, my D key is not working for whatever reason. So, just kind of, because a lot of times when I kind of stop screaming for a second, I feel like I should make the text stop shaking for a second. So, for whatever reason, my D key is being weird. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I need to fix that. My keyboard shortcuts are being a little weird. So, let's see. There we go. Let's see how this looks. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to subtitle. I don't know. 'Cause I'm trying to think of things I should emphasize or whatever. I don't know, or just add text to. So obviously, I don't want to add subtitles to every little thing where it's not absolutely or it's not necessarily needed. So the person talking, Primo, he typically has the green subtitles. He is basically the rager of the group. He gets the angriest at games. It is kind of funny though, like, you know, I think I could literally make a whole like dedicated montage or compilation of him getting angry at games. Like, I really could do that if I wanted to. So yeah. All right. Yeah. Gonna add this. Yeah. Trying to figure out where the next syllable is. Trying to make sure I start the subtitle exactly right before the B syllable. So no, that's something I could emphasize. I made a really sus joke. Definitely something I could emphasize. There we go. There we go. All right. Let me check TikTok real quick. See what else going on in there. I do need to check Kick in a bit. See how that stream is doing over there. I want to see how people are saying on the kick stream or whatever, the kick chat. So. Yeah, the kick app is always really weird. It doesn't always want to work for whatever reason. I don't know. Not much I can do. Oh well. Oh, I switched the words around, then I said, whoops. Thing. There you go. Perfect. I'll emphasize that. Why not? Trying to make sure I'm trying to get more in the habit of using keyboard shortcuts rather than clicking everything manually. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I know he said fucking right there, but it almost sounds like he said the F slur. Almost. I know he said fucking, but I may censor that out. Even though he says fucking, it does kind of sound like another word, a certain slur for gay people. You know, I may censor it out just because it almost sounds like it, just to be safe. You know, so yeah. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine. Worst case scenario, like I don't know. I don't think YouTube will pick up on that if I want to upload the video. It's just like if they say anything, be like he said fucking. I mean, you know, not another word. I'll probably emphasize this part. Yeah, he basically scored on our team. Primo was on the other team and he scored on the wrong side, which was our team. And I was basically, making a joke about it. So I'll probably just subtitle us. I know it looks a bit long, but sometimes it doesn't hurt to have a single subtitle text a bit longer. It does kind of sound like he said the F slur. I mean, I'm pretty sure he said fucking. I don't think he just said that all of a sudden, but I may censor it out. I may come back and censor it out. I may ask other people what they think it sounds like. It may just be me. I don't know, but yeah. But I'm pretty sure he said fucking, but I really does sound like he said another word. But you know, I might censor it out to be it safe, just play it safe. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Primo has like a bleep sound on the soundboard. So okay, so like he'll joke that he's gonna say something, like, and then I'll use the soundboard bleep. So I don't think he actually says something that he shouldn't in this part over here, because he said fucking, but it sounded like almost sounded like he said the F slur. You know, it could just be the way he enunciated it. So, oh yeah, I forgot. This part is so sus. Subtitle that. There we go. Nope, wrong letter. This part was so sus. I mean, I know I said that before, but this whole like last 3 minutes of this video, right? It's just like a bunch of like really sus humor. Okay, I should probably just subtitle, put it on one word or one subtitle text. I feel like he says it so fast that I want people to build, you know. Okay, okay, my brain is, what do I do? What do I, okay, my brain is not working. I really need to fix my sleep schedule. I stayed up way too late. My brain is not braining. This is probably the weirdest part of the video. feel like I should add a GIF image when Mike says you look like that dog that was sneezing like 100 times. I feel like I should add a GIF image for that. To find one. And I was laughing my ass off during this recording. Well, I typically do red subtitles for Mike, so. Okay, I meant to do something else. I was trying to do my keyboard shortcut and realized I was still in typing mode. Actually, I could probably put it in the same subtitle text. Alright. And obviously, there's one part where I make a really sus joke. One thing I do want to make, like, say something like a sudden joke or like an out of pocket joke, and the actual like video thing, right? I make it suddenly zoom in a little bit. A lot of other YouTubers do this, like McNasty, for example. Like, whenever he says like a not a pocket joke, all of a sudden he'll be like, "See how it zoomed in?" Like as I say this. See that little editing technique? You can do it for like a really sudden joke, a really sudden out of pocket joke. As you can tell, I made a really out of pocket sus joke, which is the perfect time for that type of editing effect. So I'm just gonna subtitle it. Nope, forgot to deselect. That way I can shorten. There we go. Yeah, Mike is like, I think I'm overdue for a brain bleach. Let's see. So I didn't hold out long enough. I forgot to deselect it when hitting my keyboard shortcut. Let's see where it is. Again. I forgot about that part. I know I could be editing this faster. I'm just kind of chilling, you know, I'm just kind of taking my time with it. Oh, I always forget to deselect the text when hitting my shortcut. And of course, I forgot to hit that. What do you call it? Change this real quick. I may, since his character's over here, as he's saying, oh my god, I may just, let's see, drag it over here. Let's see. There we go. I think that's perfect. This part still makes me laugh. So stupid. I may put the text a little bit above his head, just so it's kind of out of the way. Because I feel like it's, I feel like I need to be. Just so it's not in the way of his face, so I'm just going to kind of put it up there. There we go. I feel like I chose the perfect music. Like, the music is all goofy sounding, so, you know. When I play it back for a second, I almost sound like a hick. I mean, I did grow up in Texas, so that's probably why I still have that yeehaw stuff in my accent. Oh well. Like I should just do this right here. This is I was laughing my ass off there in this video. It's so fun. Uh, Part of me is, I mean, then again, it's just one part of the video. If it was like the main focus, I'd be more worried. But like, I don't think the video is gonna get age restricted just because of some inappropriate jokes. I mean, if the sexual humor, right, is like the main focus of the video, then yeah, I probably have to be worried about an age restriction. But it also depends. Like, I feel like when it comes to sexual like stuff on YouTube, what's the intention? Is it intended to be sexually gratifying, or is it intended to be humorous? You know? It's all about the intention, you know. And obviously, right here, those clearly intended to be humorous, you know, which means it's less likely to get age restricted. I mean, it's just from what I'm aware of, you know. So I might put this text in front because you know it's kind of focusing on what Steven is saying. No, I always forget. I might keep forgetting that it's like deselect the text before hitting the shortcut. There we go. This part's also kind of funny. I wonder how the YouTube stream is doing. I'll have to see who else watching. Oh, whoops. How do you spell prenup? My grammar is horrible. I have an idea of how to spell it, but just double check. I'm just gonna look up how to spell prenup just to make sure my grammar is correct when I do these subtitles. Prenup. 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 Okay, that's how you spell it. Okay, alright. Just make sure my grammar is correct. I cannot type. Double check. Alright. Trying to figure out the exact syllable. I feel like there's other things I could subtitle. I could probably watch this again. Probably gonna leave this little space there for like end screen cards, but you know. Other than that, I think this video is pretty much done. Like, I mean, I'm gonna go through it one more time, see if there's anything else that can be added. But anyways, I think I should probably end this stream for now. I mean, it was fun. There's something a little bit different. If you want to see more stuff like this in the future, where I kind of show the editing process, feel free to let me know. It's kind of like something extra. I want to make it very clear for new viewers, this is not an editing channel. I do gaming content. I might occasionally show the editing process again, but you know. But yeah, if you want to see more gaming content like what I'm editing, this video will hopefully be up within the next few hours. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys.